able to convert.
Now a run on first down. He'll work his way ahead for a gain of about 4. They'll break the huddle. It's 2nd and 5.
Brings up 2nd and 5.
Now Mayfield. This one caught at the 4.
I love this concept here. Really good job by the other receivers clearing out that space. Big tight end comes down with the catch, and it's going to bring up 1st and goal.
1st and goal at the 2-yard line.
They'll try to run this one in. And he barrels his way into the end zone. Eric Dickerson. Touchdown, San Francisco. His 2nd TD of the game, and this one gives his team the lead. What a standout performance early on in this one. That his 2nd rushing touchdown of the game.
And some backs, Mike, they just have a sense of finding the end zone and being able to finish off these runs. That's exactly what this guy has been able to do today, and we're just getting started.
Extra point by Little is good. And the 49ers will move out to a 14-7 lead. Still a little time. Final minute of this first half. We'll see if they can do anything with this kickoff that is coming their way. And no chance to return this one. Through the end zone for a touchdown. From the 35, it's 1st and 10. From the gun, Rodgers. That's pulled in. Najee Harris. Loose inside the 30. And he'll be out of bounds, but down around the 15-yard line. It's a huge play in a tight ball game. And even 50 yards. A-Rod down to throw on 1st down. That is incomplete.
All right, so the ball falls incomplete, but I think what it does now, Mike, is it allows you to stop the clock, get in the huddle, take a deep breath, and now your play caller has to give you the best play. Go get points here before the half. And try to...
That's over the middle and intercepted. And a good return here as he is out of bounds up at the 45.
The Niners take over 1st and 10. 45-yard line.
Mayfield to throw on 1st and 10. And he can't hang on through the contact. Incomplete. Good job defensively to meet him just as the ball was arriving. It'll bring up 2nd down.
He's usually such a reliable target in the passing game, Mike. We just don't see him struggle to come down with catches like that all too often. And when you're one of the go-to guys on your team, I know the hit's coming, but guess what? It feels a lot better after you take that hit after a catch than it does after a drop.
The Niners will use the first of their timeouts as they get it right at the 30-second mark of this first half. They'll try again here. 2nd and 10.
Stop.
To the middle, it's caught. A pickup of 14 on that one. It's 1st down, 49ers. Timeout 49ers. That is their 2nd. And they'll get a chance to talk things over after picking up that 1st down. Cam Little for this field goal attempt. This officially a 58-yard attempt. Little's kick is good. And the Niners build their cushion to 10. It's now 17-7.
It all comes back to the turnover, and that's why this is such a critical emphasis for all teams in these situations, Mike. So you're trying to steal some points before the half on offense. but now you end up giving the ball back to your opponent, giving them an opportunity to come away with some points of their own.
At their own 35-yard line.
Play action now with Rodgers. He'll air it out deep for Wilson. That is brought in. And a critical tackle there. They're getting close to scoring. Instead, they get nothing. Time has run out. This first half has come to an end. Third quarter set to commence. And we're back underway here on EA Sports. From the 6, here comes a return. A good return as he takes it across the 30.
Take over first and 10 at their own 31-yard line.
Point it right. Good. Hey, alert 33. Stop.
Mayfield to throw it here on first down. Downfield is Thornton. They'll have a first down. It's a gain of 28.
Nice way to start the drive here. Really good protection by the guys up front. Good decision by the quarterback to find his read. Ball's accurate, ball's on time. Now they're able to start this drive and get on the move the right way.
Going back in the backfield. We'll get the carry here. And some space opens as he's brought down following a gain of 6.
It's a pickup of 6.
From the 35, here's 2nd and 4. To throw is Mayfield. He's got it at the 7. And he will get it.
Already know how I'm stepping. Saying you want love for the essence. This time I'll be the one to address it. No ABCs, but I got that voice in the trenches. So tell me what's your preference. I'ma keep my cool if you stay composed. And when your boy gets home, I don't wanna hear no chat about.
Opened in 2020 and immediately one of the main attractions here on the Las Vegas Strip. Welcome everyone to Allegiant Stadium. Glad you could join us, football fans, as we get ready for kickoff. It's Kate Scott and Brock Hewitt up in the booth. And Brock, I want you to take us back down to the field. When you were a player, what are these moments like just before the game begins and you take the field for the first time?
Well, you wish you could hit fast forward. You wish you could just get to this, right? Because you are so ready to go. You've done all your work over the course of the week. And I think this is where it is a little different than maybe my era a couple of decades ago. These guys visualize. These guys self-talk. There is so much mental work being done. They've already played this game in their mind in many ways, and they're just ready to go.
All right, let's get this show on the road. It is 1st and 10. Jackson looking to throw right away. Finds his back complete. And they drop him with a big hit, but it's going to sting worse for the defense. A big gain, and the chain's moving too. They'll get 14 yards and a new set of downs. They've got first down here from the 36.
First and 10 at the 36-yard line.
Jackson, quick pass wide. What a hit. He gets flattened to the ground.
And the defense was all over that throw, able to stop it right at the line. They could smell that one coming, and they sniffed it out in a hurry.
Has him on the quick hitter. And he is hit hard shortly after that catch. Great job hanging on to that, but only a small gain on that play. Third down, they need 7. Jackson yet again. Dump off caught by his back. Now he's going to wind up out of bounds on third down, so they're going to be forced to punt this away now.
You've got to be cognizant of where the line to gain is. You can't run that route short, and you certainly can't throw it. That route's just not deep enough. Needed to extend it closer to the chains for a first down.
This is Cox. That's Bowers working downfield. They're going to keep moving forward, Brock, down inside the opposing 30. What a time to rip off that type of gain, huh? Gets him a first on fourth down. Lamar throwing again. Throwing the out route complete. And he has it down officially to the red zone at the 20.
Hey, you like these results on first. That completion right there, right in the window where all options are now available to you on second down. That playbook wide open.
Offense is set. This is 2nd and 2.
180.
And again, it's Jackson. They bring pressure, and they're going to get to him. And the sack forces a now tougher third down.
Well, we're already seeing his legs going to be a factor in this contest. But I'll tell you what, Kate, if pressure's going to be on him like that, he's going to have to put his running back cape on and really use his ability to escape and keep things moving forward.
Here he goes, 3rd and long. Short pass, Bryant. And they bring him down after the play reaches the 26.
Feet and eyes, Kate. Feet and eyes. They so often tell the story of every position on the field. When that quarterback's feet and eyes move to his secondary read, and so often it's a tight end, well, it's incumbent on that defense to fly to the ball. You want to make that tackle, force the fourth down?
Oh, not like this. An interception ends that drive. Jesse Bates in to pick it off. So what happened there, partner? Looked like he'd found an early rhythm on that opening series until that last throw.
Yeah, fine line between confidence, which he certainly had, and rhythm, and then also just unwise decision-making, forcing that pick.
Cox, Cooper Kupp makes the play. And he stopped almost immediately after that catch. He's down at the 30. And keep this drive moving, partner. Here's another 1st and 10. And they just get the play off. Has a man on target to Thornton. And he's out of bounds with a big gain on the final play of the first. Through one quarter, neither side breaking through on the scoreboard. Hopefully no shortage of excitement coming up in the second. We'll be right back with more Madden Ultimate Team after this. We're back, and we'll join this drive already in progress to begin quarter 2. They're looking at yet another 1st and 10 on this drive. Rolling back in the backfield, and they give it to him. That one good for a gain of 4. It's 2nd down.
Some offenses, well, they prefer to go run in that RPO situation. It's a safer call, a little more conservative. But in this case, it gets him just as many yards as a short completion would have.
And he finds space for about a 3-yard gain. It's rookie out of Iowa State, Darian Porter on that tackle.
That is just a good, solid run right there. I know, it's pretty basic commentary, but sometimes football can be basic. It keeps you on schedule, that kind of yards per carry, and you move the sticks.
Now Brock still awaiting our first points of this game, and we've arrived at our 2-minute warning. More from Allegiant Stadium coming up. 3rd down, 1 yard to go. They give it to him again. And this is going to go in the wrong direction. He loses just about the amount of yards they needed to get there. It's going to be 4th down. All right, so they're going for this. I like this being aggressive from the get-go on their opening drive. Mayfield to throw for it. On target to Helm. He is into the end zone for the touchdown. These guys get some late points and the lead. Cam Little to try the extra point. Right down the middle, it's good. And they add one on to their first touchdown of the contest. All set for the kickoff. Little with the honors. And that kickoff is into and then out of the end zone. So we got a touchback. This drive will start at the 35. Good starting spot for the Raiders as they come up 1st and 10. Out of the gun, they'll give it to him inside. And they try to pound right forward, but only a couple of yards there. Need a better result than that last run. It's 2nd and 8. Out of the gun, here's Jackson. He's got it along the sideline. And he's going to go out with a pickup of 3. So chipping away a few here ahead of this 3rd down.
That one came with a higher degree of difficulty. He had to balance focusing on the catch while staying in bounds.
Now Jackson on 3rd down. It's another first half mistake. He's intercepted again. Jesse Bates in to pick it off. And he adds some yards to the pick before they bring him down. Well, that should pretty much shut down throwing his way anymore, Brock. This guy has ended each of their last 2 drives by himself with an interception.
And that's kind of the price you pay when you're playing phenomenal ball as a defender. I can remember Aaron Rodgers, primetime game, said, I'm not even throwing once, and didn't attack Richard Sherman one time that game.
And he only picked up about 3 yards there before they got to him. It's 2nd down.
At the 46-yard line. It's a pickup of 3. Brings up 2nd and 7.
Mayfield now from the gun. Caught by the tight end, running that corner. And they get this down to the 28. Give him 18 yards on that play, Brock, and it gets him a 1st down. Moving quickly, trying to get set again.
First down. A gain of 18 on the play. And a 1st down.
First down, looking to throw. Mayfield finds him over the middle. And he's brought down at the 17-yard line. Working quickly here.
11 more yards. That's another.
Out of the shotgun, they'll give it to him inside. And this will be stopped after a nice 6-yard pickup there on 1st down. Offense up to the line fast.
It's a gain of 7. Brings up 2nd and 3 at the 10-yard line.
Before we can get a snap on 2nd down, they call timeout. They'll have 2 left to work with before halftime. 2nd and 3 now. Back to the well again. And that's going to be an 8-yard gain, it looks like, as it puts them in goal to go. Timeout called by the offense, and with another timeout available, they could actually get another 2 plays if they work quick.
1st and goal at the 1-yard line.
First down, and they go right back to it. And he's in for the touchdown.
Tirico, and Greg Olson with you. That's Cam Little set to start this. And we are underway here on EA Sports. He'll be brought down right around the 25-yard line.
At their own 25-yard line.
From the shotgun, he'll throw to get this one started. That'll be caught. It's Jahmyr Gibbs. Inside the 30. And what an effort after the catch. He goes all the way. 74 yards. Touchdown, Jets. Terrific way, Greg, to get this game started. Able to get the opening touchdown and do it with a long run.
Mike, anytime you can create explosive plays in the run game, you're definitely going to take it. And they're going to be able to build on those plays as the rest of this game moves along.
7. Visitors, nothing. Tyler Bass set to kick off.
7-0 is our score as this kick is sent into the air.
Cooper Kupp on the return. They'll take over 1st and 10 at their own 7-yard line.
Right to the air. It's Mayfield. He'll stop before Longhorn. Gunnar Helm. Love to start any drive like that. 18 on the first play. And a first down.
A first down.
They'll try to get the running game going. His first carry. And he's brought down after a gain of a couple.
He was brought down at the 28-yard line. A 3-yard pickup brings up 2nd and 7.
Ball on the 28-yard line. Here's 2nd and 7. From the gun, it's Mayfield. And he's caught downfield by Cox. And they will bring him down on the other side of midfield.
A 28-yard gain.
A fresh set of downs to work with. It is first down and 10. Out of the shotgun, Mayfield. Oh, man, open downfield is Thornton. And he'll take this one in. Dante Thornton has a touchdown. A terrific play all the way around, finished off by the receiver, who not only made the grab, but Greg turned it up and takes it into the end zone.
And that's the tricky part, Mike, that transition from receiver to runner. And in this case, he does it flawlessly. Look the ball in, secure the catch, and then get upfield and get yourself in the end zone.
Cam Little to kick off.
Each team one possession, each team a score. 7-7 as they kick it off. Here he is, Tyreek Hill back to return. And their drive will begin at the 30-yard line.
The Jets take over 1st and 10 at their own 30-yard line.
First carry now for Jahmyr Gibbs. A modest gain, maybe 2 yards. It's 2nd down.
2 yards on the pickup. It's 2nd and 8 at the 32-yard line.
We'll go play action with Nix. Oh, he's going to be followed up and taken down. They got him. Work to do following the sack. It is 3rd and long. Now Nick's going to look to throw. He's got a man. It's McFlurry. And he'll be brought down, but not before they get this all the way up near midfield.
First and 10 at the 40.
From the gun, here's Gibbs. He'll try to push forward. He'll wind up getting 3 yards with that one. Trevon Merrick up to make the tackle. From the 48-yard line, here's 2nd down and 7. A touchdown apiece here in the first quarter of play. All even on the scoreboard. And we're back with more Madden Ultimate Team after this. Second down, they need 7. They'll put Loveland in motion. On 2nd down, it's Gibbs. And he'll get maybe about 4 yards out of that one. Lane closed quickly. And here comes 3rd down.
It's a gain of 5. Brings up 3rd and 2.
And it's caught out wide on the RPO.
When you're willing to throw the ball short of the sticks on 3rd down, you know what that tells me, Mike? The decision to go for it on 4th down has already been made. If you're able to pick it up with yards after the catch, great. But if not, it's a 4th and short, and you give yourself a realistic shot of converting on this 4th down.
That is incomplete. Oh, they elected to throw on 4th and short. It does not work out. They turn it over on down.
Play is a turnover on down.
A quick throw on the RPO is complete. And they're going to work this down inside the 45. About 15 yards to kick off the drive. It's a 1st down.
It's a 1st down.
Run.
Mayfield to throw it here on 1st down. To the sideline, and what a catch, and what a great job to keep the feet alive. Inbounds as good as you can do it. They're at the 17-yard line now for 1st and 10. Off the play fake, it's Mayfield. Oh, looking end zone, but it is out of the reach of the receiver, and incomplete. Emeka Ibuka, the intended receiver. And it'll bring up 2nd down. Back to the air, it's Mayfield. And he'll just bite the bullet and throw this one away. It was a good idea. Didn't force anything there. But now it's going to bring up 3rd down. We'll try to get this one on the ground. This will not do the trick. They've stopped it behind the line. 4th down coming up.
Big loss on the play.
Cam Little for this field goal attempt. Spotted at the 35. This a 45-yard attempt. Little's kick is good. And the visitors will break our tie and take a 10-7 lead.
So anytime an offense comes off the field after settling for 3, you always have to take the good with the bad. In order to get down there in field goal range, you had to do something positive to move the ball. But at the same time, how are we going to be able to finish these drives and convert for 6 the next time we get down there?
On 1st down, here's Nix to throw. Trying to make a play out of the pocket. Couldn't do it. It's intercepted. Picked off by Brian McCollum. And is out.
Face of a model, that's so typical. typical. Tell like a god, that's so typical. Please don't more this, so typical. Don't wanna talk about it, so cynical. So cut it out like a umbilical. Don't wanna risk the ouch of the ridicule. It's so typical and visual, I feel like the one. Yeah, I wake up every morning and thank God for my lungs. Cause I'm breathing so good, I know I don't have to run. When you're looking this good, no one can tell you to jump, to swim. Yeah, I'm trying to ride the wave, I'm trying to get me paid, I'm trying to move and shake. These restless eyes of mine will sit in to my heart and sugar. In a jumbled life of glitter, dream hit concrete, mind all jook up. Tend to think in 1,000 thoughts, I'll pop through north to the voice, get bored. Endless stairs in a sinking door, I search for things I don't need no more. Baby, I'm typically every day, can't call it shady. I'm airing you cause I'm an anxious state that worries daily. But if I link my G's, it goes away down honey lane. I gallivant with darling, baby, jet, jet, jet. I was playing shows on outside of Los Angeles. Last stop in town before I hit the road. And it was hot. I said, man, point that fan at me, and I'll be good to go. Wasn't playing songs for long when came in candidly, but the prettiest young thing I ever saw.
EA Sports coverage of the National Football League brings us to USAA Stadium. USAA, an official salute to service partner of Madden and the NFL.
Brandon Gaudin and Charles Davis with you from our broadcast perch. And Charles, as we get this thing started, what are you going to be keeping your eye on?
Special teams. Field position is always a big determiner in a ball game. Who sets their offense up for success the best, that team will win the game.
Here, he's past the 30, and they'll take him down at the 31-yard line. Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on 1st and 10. They'll run. This is Jonathan Taylor, and he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. Officially a loss of 2 on the first play from scrimmage. Second down.
At the 29-yard line.
Alert, alert! Alert, alert!
Mayfield. And this one incomplete. Too much contact to hold on to that one, and it's 3rd down.
Let's see what they have drawn up here. A little bit behind the line. 12 yards needed to gain a first down.
Mayfield from the gun on 3rd down. And incomplete on the deep ball.
That's exactly what defenses talk about. You've got to find ways to get off the field when you can, especially on third down. And third down defense going to be vital in this game. Able to knock that one away and force a fourth down.
Going quickly out to the right side. And getting this just shy of midfield. They'll spot it at the 49. A curious decision to go for it, but it pays off with a first down.
I know they got the first down, but Brandon, I still don't like the call going for it there. Yeah, they got it, but I would have punted the ball there, played some field position. I mean, it's okay to end drives and kicks, right? You know, we've heard that from different guys before. Remember, kicks either a punt, right, field goal, or a point after touchdown. It's okay to end it in a kick.
Vegas, first down. 1st and 10 at the 33-yard line.
To throw, Mayfield. Now a run here off the RPO. He'll keep it. And he'll go down at the 28. He'll get 5 out of the scramble. It's second down.
And that's an early scramble that can be viewed positively by either side. From the offensive point of view, it begins to establish it as a possibility to keep it on certain plays. And defensively, they're going to give him a huge play for one of their first tests in containing a quarterback on the run.
So that'll be no better than an incompletion. And that'll bring us to a 3rd and 4. In search of 4 yards here to pick up the first down. A short throw there to Strange. And taking it to the 15-yard line before he's brought down. 12 yards there as they keep this drive rolling. It's another first down. Well, that's not just his first, not his second, already his 3rd completion here on the opening drive. And I think it's safe to say that getting him the ball in this game, one of their top priorities.
And the top priority for the defense has got to be finding ways to cover him. And I don't think you can have one basic coverage to get it done. You have to throw a number of coverages at him, make him think as he's running downfield, and hope you can create a little bit of havoc.
A quick throw going to be caught by Worthy. And they go the wrong way on this one. Losing yardage back at the 12. It's been a pretty long opening drive. This will be play number 11 coming up on 3rd down. He'll try and do this himself. And he'll be taken down at the 2-yard line. Mayfield showing he can be fleet of foot, picking up the first down.
Brandon, that's a gamer move right there. Facing 3rd down, steps up, calls his own number, and nearly makes the house call. If I'm the coach, I let him take another one right here. Give him a chance to be the first one to hit the end zone after that effort he just gave him.
They'll get this off to Taylor. And he will be out of bounds here on what will turn out to be the final play of this first quarter. Second quarter now, and it's Las Vegas with the football. As they come up now, 2nd and goal. Quick throw complete. They get only a yard there. Now it's 3rd and goal. Driven it down the field nicely here on the opening drive, and now it's put up or shut up.
No doubt about it, because to make that type of a drive and ultimately kick a field goal would feel very disappointing. But I'm just wondering, is the head coach thinking, is this 4-down territory? Might he go for it?
Pistol. Alert, alert! Alert, alert!
Now Mayfield on 3rd and goal. And this is caught. Touchdown, Raiders. Xavier Worthy there to make the grab. And the Raiders post the first points of the ballgame as they take the lead here in this second quarter. Extra point splits the uprights. And that makes the score 7-0. On is the Raider kickoff unit now as they will send this one away. And he'll be out of bounds across the 25.
They'll take over. 1st down and 10 at their own 27.
Looking to put a drive together. Now Mayfield. He finds his rookie running out from Tennessee. And he's taken down right at the 45-yard line. 20 yards the gain there on the catch and run. So here's a 1st and 10 now in Raider territory at the 45-yard line. Now a give left side, it's Dickerson. And a good job of finding the open space to run as he's down close to the 30 here. Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on 1st and 10. They'll go right back to the ground with Dickerson. And this time they were ready for him as they'll stop him right at the line of scrimmage. 2nd and 10. Mayfield now. Oh, he's got a man wide open, complete. 16 yards to the 16 and a 1st down. Creeping up on a minute to play in this 1st half. Quick throw, and Mayfield completes it. The Raiders going to use one of their timeouts as they get the stoppage with a little over 50 seconds to go in the 1st half. A chance now to get even before the break as they come up 1st and goal. They'll try and run for it here with Dickerson. Now the Raiders going to go ahead and use the 2nd of their timeouts as the clock shows 50 seconds to play here in half number 1. Dickerson trying the right side. And this time he is in. Eric Dickerson punching it in from a yard away. And his guys are an extra point away from tying this thing up. Point after, right down the middle. And that is going to tie our game as we approach halftime. Each team's had it. Each team has scored. 7-7 here as the kick's away. And that one going to hop into the end zone, and it'll come out to the 20. The Raider offense set to get this drive started. And they've got just under 50 seconds, so time enough to try to work their way downfield if they so choose. And he's going to lose yardage here, back to his own 18. Well, the Legends going to use the 1st of their timeouts as they'll stop it with 40 seconds remaining in this 1st half. Mayfield looks to throw. That one down the field for Strange. Oh, that's into a double team, and it's intercepted. And his guys will take over at the 30-yard line. Just over 30 seconds to go in the half. They've got it 1st and 10. Following the interception, Mayfield. Over the middle, complete. That's Thornton. And they bring him to the ground just shy of midfield. First play of the drive, a success, 19 yards. So one play, and they're already just shy of midfield. Here's Mayfield. That's to the tight end, Helm. Now the Legends going to take their 2nd timeout as they stop it with 19 seconds to go in half number 1. Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on 1st down. Going to give it up the middle. Here's Dickerson. And he still has yet to get on track in this 1st half as they're going to stop him behind the line. The Legends now going to use their 3rd and final timeout. And with halftime on the horizon, they'll be out of timeouts from here forward. Throwing, Mayfield. And this heads straight to the sideline. I don't think they're going to let him get away with that. Nope, they won't. Here comes the flag. Set and ready to go for the second half. One touchdown apiece, 7-7 our score. This taken in right around the goal line. Oh, good return up past the 30. And they're going to have good starting field position. He's out of bounds, but not before he's across the 35. Looking to put a drive together. Mayfield to throw it. That'll be caught. It's caught. And he'll be corralled out across midfield down to the 45.
18 on the play. Result is a first down.
From the shotgun, it's Mayfield. And this will be incomplete. Physical play on the football there, and it's second down.
Well, no one likes to see that drop, but I'll guarantee it's not going to stop his quarterback from going back to him anytime he has open space.
Mayfield firing quickly. It's complete. And he's going to have another first down as the tackle comes at the Raiders' 21. Going to the air again with Mayfield. Got his man. It's Thornton. And he gets it inside the 10 to the 9. 2 catches in the first half. Now he's got a third here, and it's good for a first. Dickerson on the handoff. He pushes forward from maybe 3 down to the 6-yard line. The 6-yard line, the line of scrimmage on second and goal.
A 4-yard gain brings up second and goal at the 6.
Running it with Dickerson. And he'll get this one back to the 5-yard line, but no further than that. Calling a gain of a yard as they get a little bit closer here. It's third and goal. They'll look to throw. And he'll take this into the end zone for a Legends touchdown. Gunnar Helm from 4 yards out. And his guys have taken the lead. Extra point right down the middle. And that makes the score 14-7. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. And he'll wisely just take a knee here. This ball will come out to the 30-yard line. The offense for Las Vegas about set to begin the drive. And this game was all square at halftime, but now they find themselves down 7 following the opening drive touchdown here in the third quarter.
They need to take a good, relaxing, deep breath, don't you think? Because right now they might start to feel like they've got to play catch-up here and start matching them point for point. But it's still too early to get there. They can still run their offense. Plenty of time to get back in this game.
And he's going to be hemmed in and brought down right at the line of scrimmage. Officially, it's a 1-yard loss. That's going to bring up second and 11. Final minute now in the third quarter. Throwing on second down, Mayfield. And they'll get him down as he's inside the 40. Good coverage downfield led to him taking off, picking up the first down on a 13-yard run. From the gun, Mayfield. Oh, the ball comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete.
Offense was moving it a little bit, had them back on their heels, but they earn a brief pause by forcing the incompletion. That gives them a quick chance to regroup and try and mount a stand before they're backed up even further.
That's complete. It's Zay Flowers with it. And he is out of bounds, but not before he's inside the 30. Mayfield on play action. On the RPO, he'll keep it himself. And that's a touchdown, but hold on. There is a flag down on the field. We'll have to see what this is about. Ouch. Could have been a game-tying touchdown. He'll have to hold on that at least for now.
approach in a big way, like ripping the Band-Aid off there. Can they let the sting subside and come back and get it done?
And this throw incomplete. The defender all over him that time, but it's going to lead to third down. Tall task ahead of him here, needing a full 15 yards to move the chains. Now on third and long, they'll look to throw. And he is going to be taken down. And that should be the final play of this third quarter. That was Will Anderson getting home and finishing the play. 1 quarter to play. It's football once again here in the East Bay. The fans love it. And we're back after this. This is a special presentation of the NFL on EA Sports. One score down. Here we go. They're going to go for it here on fourth down. Desperation time. Mayfield on fourth down. He'll try to do it himself. He's going to fire one. Corner of the end zone. It's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect. The Raiders try it on fourth down, but to no avail. And that will force a turnover on downs. The offense now at the line, ready for their next drive. They'll start this drive out on the ground. And some nifty running here as they'll take this across midfield and down to the 47. First down yardage on the first play of the drive, 14 yards. Right back to him on first down. Well, I think this defense knew what was coming as he is smothered behind the line. 2 minutes to play here in Oakland. Who gets the turducken? It's on its way in from the oven, and we'll find out who gets it after this. Mayfield now from the 50. And he's got his big tight end here. And he's going to have another first down as the tackle comes at the Raiders' 28. Inside give to Dickerson. And he's brought down, but not before he reaches the 8-yard line. It's first and goal and a late touchdown at this stage. Could officially salt this one away. Going for the knockout punch. They'll try and run. The Raiders going to use one of their timeouts as they get the stoppage with a little over 50 seconds left to go in the game. So they come up on second down. If they can get another run like we just saw, would likely put an end to this thing. They'll run now with Dickerson. And he's across for the touchdown. And in the final minute, that should just about seal it. Extra point attempt to come here. It's good, and it is now 21-7.
Next the score. Visitors 21. Raiders 7.
The kick team for the Legends is out there as they send this one away. And they will wrangle him down a couple of yards shy of the 30. They'll come up first and 10 here. Here's Baker. Now a run here off the RPO. He'll keep it. He'll get this complete to Cooper Kupp. Now the Raiders going to go ahead and use the second of their timeouts as they'll stop it with 40 seconds remaining in this fourth quarter. Mayfield to throw. On the RPO, he'll keep it himself. And this is intercepted, and that should do it. It's Kyler Duggar who picks it. So the penalty on the offense, no need to accept that. They'll decline it, and the interception will stand. They've got good starting field position as they come up here first and 10 at the 39-yard line. That's caught. Emeka Egbuka. There he goes, right side. Touchdown. Emeka Egbuka. 61 yards. And his guys are going to add on to their lead.
to the kicker. He looks like he's going to throw it. It's caught inside the 10. And he gets in. And no one was expecting a fake there, but they add 2 more onto their lead. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. Oh, a good-looking return set up here. Running room at the 50. Look out. He might score. He will score. Touchdown, Raiders. I know a lot of special teams coaches, they just want to keep it away from him because that's what he can do.
And others have egos that their players can't keep up with. And they say, challenge him. Kick it to him. The way he runs as fast as he is, I wouldn't challenge him at all. I'd do everything possible to keep it away.
He is just a blur when he gets a full head of steam, and he got a full head of steam there. So time definitely not in their favor. Down 2 scores, but they'll try the onside kick. And this is going to be recovered by the hands team. And that should just about put a capper on this one. And this time he's able to take it down to the 42. And now whistles and a flag, and I think we got a jump here. He's a little too aggressive there from his Mike linebacker spot.
Sometimes you jump into gaps trying to draw them off sides. This time he tripped himself.
So it's a win here in Oakland for the Legends. And after a great night of football, time for the best of traditions. Sure, it's great to lift the Lombardi Trophy, but a close second might be lifting that turducken and taking a big bite after a hard-fought victory. And for Charles Davis and our entire crew, I'm Brandon Gaudin. As expected, a win for the Legends as we say so long from Oakland. From the host of Super Bowl 50 back in February of 2016, there's a look at the home of the 49ers, Levi's Stadium in Santa Clara. Alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin, and Charles kickoff moments away. Quickly, what are you watching in this one?
The offensive line for both teams, because both teams have a terrific pass rush. They've got to keep their passers upright. If they have a chance to do that, they can both thrive on offense and move the ball downfield.
And they'll get him down inside the 30 at the 27.
Ready?
They go play action. Daniels. Now a run here off the RPO. He'll keep it. Short throw caught by Pitts. And down right around the 32-yard line. 4 yards on the pickup. From the 32-yard line now, here's second down and 5. Now a man who tore up the Packers in the NFC title game a few years back. It's Raheem Mostert. They'll say no gain on the play there, and now it'll be third down. And he got off the end there very quickly to make that play.
Yeah, it was almost like the bullet train, wasn't it? I mean, just zoom. Quick, quick, quick. And what a terrific play, holding them to no gain.
Coleman, the man in motion left. To throw is Daniels. incomplete.
That was their first third down try of the game, and clearly something was off in the execution of that play. Good news, they've got a whole game left to clean that up and start clicking on those key third down throws.
And he's brought down. Can't do anything with a foot.
Twisting my words and bringing up the past, baby, you know that you better than that. I don't got time to deal with the drama. I want the Chanel and I got your back. I promise that I would've never gotten phoned if I knew I would get so attached. I promise that I would've never hit the road if I knew that you weren't coming back. Was it too much to ask for? You know that I had you. You know that I would've did anything, anything that you asked for. You know that I had you. I know that you know I gave everything.
Stressing, quit stressing. You should already know how I'm stepping. Saying you want love for the
Next to the beautiful San Francisco Bay, 40 miles from where Candlestick Park once stood, we're at Levi's Stadium in Santa Clara, California. Hello all, Kate Scott up here in the booth, and joining me as always, my partner Brock Heward. All right, Brock, everyone hoping we see a competitive contest here, and both teams feel they can provide that.
Yeah, this should be a good one. I mean, you just stack these two teams up. We've all done our homework. They've done a lot more practice time and film watching and everything else. But by all accounts, the numbers will tell you, the talent will tell you, we're going to have a competitive chess match, and I can't wait to watch it.
And this will be a touchback, so we're going to need our first snap to see the first action of this game. Offense out now to get us started. It's 1st and 10. To the air, Burrow. Look at this, going deep right away. Well, they took their shot immediately. Would have been cool if they connected, but no luck. 2nd down. All right, partner testing the perimeter early there. Coverage held up. Could be a tough day for those outside receivers to make an impact.
Okay, partner, testing you here. You've heard me say this a lot. Okay, coordinator's job is to get you man-to-man coverage, and your job is?
To win it. Following the incompletion, we stay at the 35. It's 2nd and 10. Play clock down to 0, and the flags come out. Can't get the play off in time, and I'm going to wager the call's going to come in much quicker, Brock, for this next snap. So that delay backs him up 5. Now 2nd and 15 to go. Burrow from the gun. Has him on the quick hitter. And he's down after getting this up to the 41.
Gosh, I really like this receiver on that drag route in particular. Why? Because he's a guy that creates after the catch. They don't close quickly. He could take it to the house.
3rd and short, it's Burrow. Hauled in, again it's Bowers. And the defense was ready. They got him at the line.
You can earn your money in the NFL in all sorts of different ways, but defensively, in a league where you're just not hitting as much in training camp, you're not tackling as much as they got to in the old days, and you can make a play. And
they got home, sacked him on 4th down. We've got a turnover on downs, and the defense takes over in plus territory.
Coaches challenge him to get the defense off the field with a stop. Rose to the challenge and delivered on that one, really overwhelming the line of scrimmage.
Lone back in the backfield, and they give it to him. He stopped after picking up 9, so they're set up well here. 2nd and 1.
Cool thing about a drive starting run like that, Kate, is it really just gives you every opportunity in the playbook, whatever you want to do. But as for me, I like to reward that runner. Give it to him again and see if he can get you a new set of downs.
Baker now from the gun. This is pulled in by Gunnar Helm. And he's going to take this in for the San Francisco touchdown. The 49ers get a perfect start. They've gone up 6-0. Cam Little to try the extra point. The point after splits the upright. And the 49ers will jump out to a 7-0 lead. All set for the kickoff. Little with the honors. is hauled down. The Las Vegas offense is set. 1st and 10. Burrow out of the shotgun. Pocket isn't holding up. They're able to drop it. And nice work by the defense to start this drive out. It's a sack on the first play.
I'm not sure that deficit's going anywhere anytime soon. If anything, this is a defense that sees their offense creating not a ton of separation on the board, knowing they've got to shoulder the load. And sacks like that go a long ways towards doing it.
Short pass brought in. And he's got a decent gain before being brought down.
Sometimes when you're just looking to move it forward, get some small yards on it, bro. Quarterback's best friend, security blanket. And when it's a big old tight end, that's an extra bonus.
Third and long. Here's Burrow. That one's cut along one sideline. And he's going to be driven out by a defender just before he can get it up to midfield. Ball's on the 48. Here we go. 1st down. And the first carry here for Ashton Jeanty. And he gets a few on the plunge forward.
Okay, that's a run that's ho-hum on the stat sheet, but if you see a bigger play on the ground later on, it'll largely be because of a play just like that one, softening up the front and opening the door for a bigger gap in the future.
Out of the shotgun, Burrow. 49ers close it in, and down he goes. And it'll be 3rd down coming up after this defense's 3rd sack of the game. Here he goes, 3rd and long. Forced out to his right. Moving right, airs it out down the sideline. His heave isn't going to be answered. That's incomplete as an exciting look ends our first quarter. We are absolutely sprinting through this game, already through one quarter. Time now for the second quarter. Raiders in possession. And from their own side of the field, they're going to risk it here on 4th. They're going for it. Here's Burrow. And they got home. Sacked him on 4th down. We've got a turnover on downs, and the defense takes over in plus territory.
Hey, I am all for aggression. You get 4 downs, go for it. But I do have to wonder here, Kate, after being denied once again, is there going to be a trust level on that sidelines to go for it the next time they get this shot?
He swarms in the middle. This gets maybe a yard. That stop made by T.J. Watt. 8 yards to go. Let's see how they approach this 2nd down. Shotgun snap for Mayfield. And back-to-back passes that should have been intercepted. 2 great chances to take it away. Both of them dropped, Brock, and now they stay out there for 3rd down.
Point it right, point it right, point it right. Regular. What's up?
It's complete. This is Egbuka. And he's brought down at the 17-yard line. And it's a gain of 12 on that one. And that means it'll be 1st down, San Francisco. Now we are still waiting for the scoring for anybody really to get going as we've hit our 2-minute warning. 49ers with the lead here at Levi Stadium. They'll run here on 1st down. He's only able to get back to the line. It's going to be 2nd down.
These big D tackles in this league, they love weaponizing their size right in the middle of the field. It is so hard to clear lane against them. And once he got his paw on him, it was dead on arrival.
And they're going to have 1st and goal after he picked up a nice chunk there.
Danger, I say. You get this guy in the open field, and he is dangerous to take it to the house.
1st and goal at the 3-yard line.
1st down, and they go right back to it. And he runs it across. Touchdown! The 49ers grow their lead just before halftime. On his Little for the extra point. Extra point sent right down the middle. And the 49ers double their lead to 14. kickoff. Little with the honors. Here's a return from the 7. And this drive will start inside the 25. All right, working from the gun to start. 1st and 10. Burrow to the air now. That's complete to the back end, Genty. And he is stopped with authority there, but that stop came later than they'd like as he gets a good bit and that 1st down. Burrow setting to throw. And he overshoots his man. It's incomplete. Well, no look on his first look of the game. And we'll see what they do here on 2nd down. Burrow. Makes the grab in bounds left side. And no gain after the catch, but the gain's still out across midfield. They're to the 45. And now the Raiders call for the first of their timeouts.
1st and 10 at the 45-yard line.
Again, it's Burrow. He had it for a moment, but a great defensive play to jar it loose. Incomplete. 2nd down, still 10 to go after that incomplete pass. To the air again, it's Burrow. Escapes the pocket. That's incomplete on 2nd down.
Fairly safe to say as that one falls incomplete this first half so far. It's not met the standard they set for themselves.
On 3rd down, here's Burrow. Stays in bounds and makes the catch. And he gets it down to the 35 before stepping out. All right, down a couple of scores. They want a bigger swing than just 3. They're going for this. We get a timeout here taken by the 49ers. That's going to be their first. They'll have 2 left to work with before halftime. All right, down a couple of scores. They want a bigger swing than just 3. They're going for this. Trying for it with Burrow. And they'll turn it over on downs as that pass comes up empty and off the field they go.
You know, Kate, I don't think I've ever met a defender that cares. All they want to do is get off the field. Doesn't matter if it's a drop pass, deflection, breakup, even an interception. Challenged by the offense to get one more stop to get off the field, and that's exactly what they did. That just goes to show you can't take any completion for granted, even on some of the shortest passes in the game plan.
Following the incompletion, we stay at the 35. It's 2nd and 10. Back to throw it. Caught by the tight end, running that corner. And he's going to be driven out by a defender just before he can get it up to midfield.
You know, it sure seems like he knew exactly where he was going with that before the snap. That's a pre-snap decision that led to a post-snap 1st down.
Timeout is called, just 4 seconds, and we would assume, Brock, 1 play remaining in this half. Here comes the final play of our first half. Cox, Cooper Kupp makes the play. And they make the tackle at the 38. The 49ers will call their 3rd and final timeout. And it doesn't have the leg. They called on him from deep, but he just can't get it there. And the lead stays frozen at 14. Shades of the 2009 Super Bowl. They're going onside kick to begin the 2nd half. And the 49ers are able to cover the kick. makes his way down to the 35 before the defense can get him out. All right, partner, are you on board with that call we just saw? Yes, they trailed, but it's not a huge lead. It's only in the third quarter. Hold it, you jumped the gun. Now they're in a tougher spot because they didn't recover. Did he say no?
No. No.
Why not?
Because 95% of the time or so, those things fail. Why would you do that this early? No.
Big game, 14 on the play. And that gives the 49ers the first.
First down. First and 10 at the 22-yard line.
Here's the one back on the handoff. Touchdown, San Francisco. The 49ers grow the lead coming out of halftime.
Okay, that's just simply the difference-making edge that these elite running backs bring to you. A lot of backs can get you 10 yards, 20 yards, but the elite backs, they can take it to the house.
All set for the kickoff. Little with the honors. He fields it from the 8. And he's brought down just beyond that 25-yard line. First call here coming from the shotgun. First play is going to be a give to Genty. And he powers ahead for about 5. It's going to be 2nd and 5.
You know, Kate, that might be a little bit of a disappointing run to him. He wanted more. They always do. That's exactly what they were after offensively to get this drive moving.
Throwing now out of the shotgun. And the 49ers rush gets home, and they drop him. It's the 5th time they've gotten there for a sack of this one, Brock. And they're going to try for number 6 on 3rd down. Third and long for him here. Can't convert on 3rd. That's to the ground and incomplete.
The issues this offense has been having, well, they extend well beyond 3rd down today. You can just look up that big goose egg on the scoreboard, but now time's not on their side either.
All right, looks like this is the moment they're going to make their comeback push. They're going for it on 4th. This is Genty. And unsurprisingly, Brock, he's not going to get the first here. So failing to see the thinking behind that one as they turn it over on downs.
These 4th down runs, it's all about want to and will. Want to keep it conservative offensively, try to move it across, but that defense was having none of it. And now they get themselves off the field.
He's pushed straight ahead now.
All right, partner. Keep on rolling, baby. You know what time it is.
Well, they don't call them the faithful for nothing, Brock. Fans numbering 70,000 strong have made the trek to Santa Clara, and they're ready to cheer on their 49ers here at Levi's Stadium. Glad to have you all with us for another dose of NFL action. Kate Scott and Brock Huard here in the booth for you. And, Brock, if the build-up to kickoff has been any indication this week, man, we're in store for a good one.
Yeah, we never have an NFL game without the two sides doing a little jawing in the days leading up to it. It's the game before the game, right? Any edge that you can create. But now, well, now's the time to kick it off where you actually take care of business on the field, and you know that both sides are ready to go.
So their offense out now to get this game started. It's 1st and 10. picks up about 4 yards before they send him out. So 2nd and 6 coming up.
It's one of those sneaky little runs, Kate, that gets you enough yards to create some doubt into that defensive coordinator. You could stick to the ground. You could throw beyond the sticks. You really create some indecision now defensively.
From the gun, Mayfield. And man, it's Dante Thornton Jr. And he'll be taken down, but not until he reaches that 45-yard line. He picks up 15 on the play. And that is good for a first down.
That's a statement throw right there. A statement throw that lets the opposing defense know it's not just going to be check down Charlie today. They're going to be willing to push the ball down the field, and this defense better respond.
That one is incomplete. Couldn't hang on through the contact. It's going to be something to watch as this game goes on, Brock. We know they like to take their shots throughout.
Yeah, and we know this league today, Kate, loves to play that umbrella coverage, right? Try to keep everything in front of them.
Yep.
The only way you're going to get behind them is to take shots like that one.
Run.
Throwing again is Baker. Still has some space inside the 35. And he's brought down at about that 27-yard line. They get 18 yards out of it and a new set of downs.
The analytics will tell you a handful of these kind of plays per game, and your odds per drive of scoring go way up.
On first down, they'll run. And that's good for a gain of 5. Will Anderson Jr. in on the stop.
You gain that kind of yardage in the run game, and you're going to gain the trust of your offensive coordinator. Plays like that, runs like that, set the table for everything else in the playbook.
Still to go here. This is 2nd down. Back to the well again. He's unable to get away from that tackle. Good work by the defense. Nothing gained on 2nd down.
Stopped right at the line, but might as well have been a loss of yards as far as the offense is concerned. It's always humbling when you try force versus force, and the defense wins out.
Quite the drive they've had, Brock, but they're up against it. 3rd and 5 now. Mayfield now from the gun. And he's going to be touched down as he gets him out to pick up the first down.
You know, Kate, they say a dog is a man's best friend. Tight end that moves the chains on 3rd down, that's a QB's best friend.
First down, looking to throw. Mayfield buys time, rolling right. Throws caught, and he's short of the first after a mile gain.
I'm not going to lie. I know they got a completion, and completions, you never turn them down. But to make that throw for those yards in the double coverage, that is way too much risk for that reward.
Handoff on 2nd and short. He did well to shake off one tackle partner, but the next one got him. He's going to lose yards. 3rd and 6 for them to figure out now.
Run. King.
Brought in. And he has it down to the 8-yard line on the play. So some time to maybe reconsider what to do on 4th down. That's the end of the first quarter. Hopefully no shortage of excitement coming up in the 2nd. More Madden. Ultimate Team action coming up on EA Sports. Back for the second quarter here on EA Sports. They'll have a chance to take the lead here as they line up for the field goal. Little knocks it through. And all the way into the second quarter, our opening drive ends in 3.
I never saw a play script that ended with a field goal. It was always a touchdown that you wanted. That's 3 points, and it's enough to give them the lead.
Set for the kickoff. Little with the honors. And he got all of that one out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. Great spot to start a drive in here. Ravens headed up 1st and 10. First give of the game here to Raheem Mostert. And he is stopped as he reaches that 46-yard line. It's a gain of 11 there, and that picks up the first.
A run like that, Kate, it just gives everybody a little bit more bounce offensively because you also know it can set the table for more.
Going to the ground again on first. And all he can get is 1 yard. Ran that right into the defensive front.
It'll be this group's job watching the film to find all these plays. The ones that amount to really very little statistically and identify what was needed to just make them a little bigger, stretch them further. Afterthought plays now, they could be the big gains in next week.
Jackson keeping it himself. And he has them a first down, which they will tackle on the other side of this 2-minute warning.
Let's go.
Shotgun handoff for Mostert. And he gets forward for 3 yards as we reach our 2-minute warning. It's a 4-yard pickup, and that's going to bring up 2nd and 6.
It's now 2nd and 6.
Lamar now from the gun. Chased out to his right. He's keeping it. And he's got it inside the 15 before going out. 8 yards on the gain, and the drive continues forward. Coming to the line for another 1st and 10.
First and 10 at the 13-yard
A give to Mostert out of the gun. Solid block in there, springs him for 8. It's going to be 2nd down.
That's a run that you'll take the result in the NFL every time. A nice play, a solid game, but it's also a run that you know, and you may come back to. Because if you were that close to breaking off an explosive one, you really break the backs of a defense.
It's Mostert on 2nd down. And he's dropped just short of the marker, maybe a yard away.
An offensive group really hoped he was going to get it all right there, reset it back to 1st down. But instead, defense, well, they're not going to let anything come easy. And their fight is giving them a chance to stall things out. 3rd and short.
All right, looks like they're going to try to power this across. Goal line formation on 3rd and inches. They'll go again with Mostert. What a play. They never gave him a shot to get that single yard. Brock's going to lose some yardage. Fourth down coming up.
It's fourth down.
And they apparently don't want a field goal to start this game. They want 6. They're going for it. Fourth down. Here's Jackson. Headed out right. And the early aggressiveness is answered. They went for it on their opening series, and the defense stops them. That's a turnover on downs.
I think this defense was resigned to giving up 3 points on the opening series. Instead, well, they got the chance to deny them anything, and boy, did they ever attack it.
First down, here's Baker. Has him on the quick hitter. And they're there to send him out of bounds, but Brock, the damage has been done as he gets him up past the 20. Give him 18 yards on that play, Brock, and it gets him a first down.
I think my favorite part was the magic he worked after the catch. The way he took the completion and made so much more out of it by adding all the extra yardage.
So a new set of downs. Here we go, first and 10. And he's stopped. Now we'll wait to hear what this flag is all about. So not a holding call. One of the linemen actually too far downfield that time. That's what drew the flag. Baker now from the gun. Hits his tight end on the corner out. And it's a quality effort here as he's pushed out right along the 40. You keep this drive moving, partner. Here's another first and 10. Here's Baker to throw. Short pass brought in. And they're on him to send him out right before he gets to that 30-yard line. How about 29 yards on that play, partner, as they get the chains reset. New set of downs for him from the 31. First down throw here, Mayfield. On the move, headed right. Outside, this is a blue cut. And they stop him. He's marked down along that 18-yard line. Now a timeout taken by the offense, and we're going to see if they try for 2 plays here or just try the field goal right now. Just before halftime, we get a timeout taken. Coming to the line for another first and 10. Baker throwing again. He has the touchdown. These guys will add to their lead at the end of the half. Cam Little to try the extra point. Right down the middle, it's good. And the NFC Pro Bowlers make it a 10-point ball game. Time left for maybe a return plus a play here as they send this away. So it goes for a touchback. Let's see what they decide to do with the time they've got remaining here. Probably looking at our final snap of the half here on first down. Looking to throw. And that one hits the ground incomplete. A single second left now on the clock.
The lack of points and the lack of yards have just gone hand in hand here in the first half, and they both really trace back to the same root cause, an inability to consistently find and exploit any opening in what's been a very sound defensive game plan.
Keeps on moving into the red zone, and somehow they've reached the end zone with no time remaining in the half. So late in the half, Brock, why not take a shot downfield? And their prayers are answered as they come up with that late touchdown.
You know, this is just a case of who wants it more. If you're in that secondary, all you're thinking is knock the ball down.
Yeah.
Even if you make some contact, right, they rarely call pass interference on plays like that. But somehow, some way, the ball winds up as a touchdown.
Cam Little kickoff.
All set for the kickoff. Little with the honors. Short kick here, fielded at the 17. And pretty solid field position starting out here, Brock. He's tackled at the 29. Ravens to the line now. 1st and 10. Drive starts with an option, right side. And he gets this one up to the 40-yard line. They get an even 10 on that play. And that's good for a Ravens 1st down.
Well, more often than not, it's the passing game that's asked to go from 1st down to 1st down in just one play. But when you get that big play potential on the ground, geez, it just infuses your offense with confidence.
Running back motions right. This one left for Lamar. Only able to get back to the line on that 1st down play, so no gain.
I can promise you, that's not what it looked like on the practice field nor on the whiteboard. Typically, QB run is going to net you a whole lot more yardage than that. But let's give some credit. Strong effort by that defensive front who contained a play that typically goes for a whole lot more.
Defender arrives right as the ball does, and the hit knocks it free. Incomplete. Cooper Kupp, the intended receiver. So now it's going to be 3rd and long. They'll throw 3rd and long. That one nabbed by Warren. And he's tackled with the 1st down yardage.
I'm not sure how this defense let that guy slip through him like that. On 3rd down, nonetheless, he took that snap as an opportunity. Man, did he make an impact play.
So a new set of downs. Here we go. 1st and 10. Lamar's going to keep this one. Definitely not the right move on that read. He winds up losing him a chunky yards there.
Well, he didn't hand it off or throw it, but he probably should have picked one of those two options. They kept some help by the line, and they tracked him down for the loss.
That's complete to Warren along the sideline. He's forced out of bounds after a nice play there, but still brought not enough to avoid 3rd down.
Brings up 3rd down.
Staying between the tackles with Mostert. Really not developing as they'd hoped. That's a loss of yardage, Brock. 4th down coming up.
If only this defense could look like that on every play, Kate. They were angry, motivated, focused. And they took that anger out on him and this offense, forcing a 4th down.
And it's incomplete. They dialed up their best effort, Brock, but they come up empty. That's going to be a turnover on downs. 1st and 10 now from the 46. Throw right side, finds Kupp. And he's brought down after pushing to that 35-yard line. They get 19 on that pickup. And that's good for a new set of downs. All set to go now from the 35. Lone back gets the handoff. He's still going at the 30. And this one's going to move him all the way down to the 25-yard line. They come through with a nice gain of 10 and a 1st down.
What a great sign to start the 2nd half for this offense, because with a lead, well, the ground game becomes your best friend, the centerpiece for this offense, trying to chew up that clock.
That's the end of 3 on Sunday night primetime. It's just a field goal game right now. Still a lot that can happen. You keep this drive moving, partner. Here's another 1st and 10. Shotgun snap for Mayfield. And he's got it. It's in close. Touchdown. You should know this by now, Buck. I don't know if you're a Broadway guy, but there's a lot of names that belong on the playbill for this lead we've got here, but his name belongs on the marquee as he brings in his 2nd touchdown grab.
Yeah, a bunch of contributors all throughout this roster. No, not a Broadway guy. And with 2 scores now, it's what, a 2-score game? Yep. Easy to see he's been one of the key actors throughout.
Appreciate the honesty. And he'll take a knee in the end zone for a touchback.
The Ravens take over 1st and 10 at their own 35-yard line.
The Ravens in very good field position as they come up 1st and 10. Design run. Jackson keeping it. And this drive's quickly headed in the wrong direction. First play set down behind the line. Offense to the line fast. Run drawn up here for Lamar. This one isn't looking much better, Brock. He's handed another loss. That's 2 in a row. They've got third down now coming up.
This offense may want to try and disguise their run a little bit. I don't know if it's the O-lineman's stance. I don't know if it's a cadence. I don't know what it is, but after 2 straight plays going backwards, this defense is all over them.
This offense looking to convert as they come up on third down. And he's got a free play here. And they take him to the ground, but he's going to have some good news as he's helped up here. We've got a flag down, and this one likely isn't going to count. A little bit of help with the penalty, but still quite a daunting third down for him here. And aired out on third. Forced out to his right. Put the body on the line for his team. A 19-yard pickup, and that's going to move the chains. We've reached the 2-minute warning in Santa Clara. Ravens got to score in a hurry. Down a couple of scores, but still some time left and 3 timeouts as well. It's 1st and 10. Shotgun snap to Jackson. Maybe a bit of desperation. Here's a deep shot. And they will take this into the end zone for a Baltimore touchdown. The Ravens making a 4-point game here in the 4th. And he connects there, so now another kick from him. A field goal to tie this game in the 4th. All set up, and it's away. Just a 3-point game now. And it looks like he's going to opt not to bring this one out, so they're going to enjoy some good starting field position from the 35.
At their own 35-yard line.
All set to go now from the 35. Running this one left. He starts out this drive with a nice gain of 8. 2nd down.
That is just a great drive starter. What every offense wants. Gives you a little bit of energy, a little juice, and now a really manageable 2nd down.
After a good pickup, they're set up with 2nd and short. They give it to him again. And he'll pick up enough to move the chains.
I think anytime these offensive coordinators in the NFL call a run play, they're just hoping for something positive. To get a 1st down, that's a bonus.
Another carry for him. Had some room to work, and he took advantage, getting 7. Now the Ravens are going to use the first of their timeouts. 2nd and 3 now.
7-yard pickup brings up 2nd and 3.
Blown back in the backfield, and they give it to him. 7 yards on that pickup. And that'll set him up with a fresh set of downs. They've got 1st down here from the 36. Hand off to the back. And that one goes for a gain of 11. And they're down to 1st down now. So hard work rewarded as they take a well-earned win in this one. And finally, Brock, they can exhale and take a few breaths. Because I don't imagine any of them were breathing easy during that one with how close this game was.
Them or us? Both.
All of us.
Yeah,
all of the above.
It is so hard, Kate, to match the adrenaline surge they feel right now, and that they felt at every major turn throughout the 2nd half. There's just something about a close game, the intensity that's there in every moment that you love to experience as a player, and that you hope in all these moments you can execute so you're the one celebrating and riding that wave of emotion.
The commissioner of the NFL, Roger Goodell, making an appearance now to present the Lombardi Trophy to this incredible group, champions of Super Bowl 60.
pop a couple. While they poppin' paparazzi pictures. I got my in the back and my bros in the front leader. He keep looking at me, I'ma make that boy. I'm a his friend too, baby, I'm a whole cheater. We can go to France, Avatar, y'all both need a real one. More coin than your last one. Baby, damn, he ain't that fun. I mean, do we got a song with Daft Punk? I mean, do we hit the club in this song? Come on. Do we rock a weed 30 inches long? Do we got a sold out tour? Do that? No, and I went tour. Hit me with your loving, boy, I know you wanna. Pick me up and love me. I'll be waiting on ya. Hit me with your loving, boy, I know you wanna. Pick me up and love me. I'll be waiting on ya. He said, let's hit that back room. You be the, I be that. We can get it. Tonight I'm on it. Tonight I'm in a zone. Bass jumping, club pumping, it's hot. These coming in the club cause they won't try. I won't say I got a feel for you little nice, but I got a feel for you little nice. I pay the whole bill for you little nice. I do my little jig for you little nice. Then he whispered in my ear like, oh God, you know I got something for you little nice. Chose this way of living now, but it chose me. You can hear me coming with a 6-2 humming. Guns and Roses bumping through a 12 in the floor. I don't need me nothing but a spot out in the country. I smile when they say that I ain't me anymore. Ain't a thing changed around here but the money. You try to mix it up, but let me tell you something. Same in my Dixie, same rowdy bunch with me. I'll be laid up in the dirt before you ever take it from me. Take the boy out the truck, take the boy out the mud. Put him up in a PJ Hill, still trying to get them 40 stuck. So line him up, turn it up and keep it running. Say whatever you want, but I'm anything but new to country. defines my name? NAS. What defines my name?
Name existed forever, means victory, helper. Whole name means protector, shortened it by 2 letters, without the IR at the end. The reincarnated Gil Scott living in the again. The World Cup in Moscow with a blonde who's a 10. Pen when I speak is like a lottery win. Quote my total, multi-mogul, so fly out to walk in any spot, every be soaking from a time when was stronger. Today's streets are calmer. They used to kill for shade sneaks and bombers. My name existed forever before Christians came in America, even better. With click sounds in their mouths was language for humans. With stick figures and K's, my name's written fluid. Nasty like way before even Rome had a sewage. For 50,000 years ago, if I could choose its origin, since there's nothing to gain by assuming, I'ma say the definition of my name, the truest. I shocked them like real product. Creek with baddies in sequence, dresses with high strung. Fresh off the jet, you can see my vision where I've come. How much time y'all got? Yo, Preem, let's drop something.
What defines my name? What defines my name?
We are about 40 miles or so south of Candlestick Point at a place that first opened back in 2014 as you get a look at Levi's Stadium here in Santa Clara, California. Brandon Gaudin and Charles Davis on hand. Kickoff just moments away. Charles, quickly, keys to the game.
For me, it's coaching. Who prepared his team the best going into this one to give them the confidence to believe that they would win the game? That's who's going to come out of this one on top.
Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10.
Right to the air goes Nix.
And his first look is incomplete.
That certainly could be a sign of things to come because they're blitzing to start this ball game, and it works for them there as they force the incomplete pass.
Working out of the gun is Nix.
He'll get this complete to Cooper Kupp. And he's able to get this to the 40-yard line before he's out of bounds. So from inside Niner territory now, this is 1st and 10, right at the 40.
1st and 10 at the 40-yard line.
Throwing Nix. Gets this complete to Shaheed.
And they move this all the way down to the 9. The chain gang hustling to catch up. Here's 1st and goal from just inside the 10.
1st and goal at the 9-yard line.
Here's Nix once more.
This will be caught at about the 6. They'll get this halfway home from the 8 to the 4 on a gain of 4.
Brings up 2nd and goal at the 4-yard line.
To throw is Nix. That is caught. Touchdown, Superstars.
Theo Johnson from 4 yards out. And his guys have taken a first-quarter lead. Extra point splits the uprights, and it's now a 7-0 game.
The NFL Superstars back out there as they
sports coverage of the NFL brings us to the so-called Silicon Valley and Levi Stadium in Santa Clara. Up in the booth with Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gunn, and kickoff straight ahead, CD. What's one thing that you're going to have your eye on?
I think about what the great coaches of the past always said. The key to any ball game. Can you rush theirs and protect yours? Well, in this case, both of these teams get after the quarterbacks. I'm watching the pass rush.
Cam Little to kick off.
Here now is Cam Little out to get us started. And off we go in Madden Ultimate Team. Now a crease here as he's past the 30. And he's all the way up across. The 40 and down at the 42. Great return.
In the course of the game, we focus on the offense and the defense, and we give lip service to the special teams. It's way bigger than that. The third phase of any football team, and special teams provided the spark to begin this game.
They'll run here with Raheem Mostert. And he sneaks his way forward only for a couple here. Second down.
That's just a pile of bodies there, and that's when you kind of find out who's a tough guy, right? Who can stand up and make a play. It was only a 3-yard run, but for both sides, they had to walk away from that field like, okay, I can stand up when the going gets tough in here.
Purdy looking to throw. Getting this out to the flat. Mostert. So give him 5 yards there on the pitch and catch. And now 2 yards to go on third down.
5 yards on the pickup. And this is third down.
Shotgun now with Purdy. Well, a quick throw there, but it's going to be incomplete.
How about some applause for the defense there? They forced him to throw that one into coverage, and just like that, they're staring at a fourth down. Well done.
Fourth down try. Here's Purdy. And it's incomplete. They could not convert, and they turn it over. A surprising move here on the opening drive of the game. And this defense holds firm here on the opening drive of the night.
180! Hey, alert, 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 alert! Point it right, point it right, point it right. Up, up.
Now Mayfield. And it's a short one here, complete to his tight end. This will be stopped about 2 yards shy of the marker. 8-yard gain, second and 2.
Brandon, perfect defense in this situation would have meant that there was an incompletion. They would have picked it off. Okay, so they gave up the completion. But I really enjoyed watching how the defense stayed in sync, stayed in great communication. And as he dragged across each zone, you see him pointing, communicating. There he is, and they passed him off to each defender. Ended up making a nice play, even though it was complete.
That's to the tight end, Helm. That's good for a first down, his second catch of the opening drive.
That was a route run, not just with dexterity, but with intelligence. Found the hole in the zone, made sure the quarterback saw him, and was able to make the sure catch and flip the down marker back to 1.
Back-to-back good plays have him on the move on first down.
180!
So offense moving a little too slow there, could not get set, and they get the penalty. So a little tardy getting everyone set, and the clock hits 0 before they could snap it.
Yeah, you can take your time and use the clock and try and get set up, but once it gets near 5 seconds, That's when you often hear a quarterback yelling, hurry, hurry, to make sure everybody's ready to get the snap off.
Alert, alert! Alert, alert! Stop!
Mayfield to throw it. And it's a short one here, complete to the tight end. Calling a gain of 3 on the play, and it's second down.
Brings up 2nd and 12 at the 35-yard line.
Run. 220! Stop!
From the gun, Mayfield. He's got a man. It's his tight end. That's complete. A gain there of 21 yards. Here's a 1st and 10 at the 14-yard line.
1st and 10 at the 14-yard line.
Real. Kings, regular. What's that?
Throwing, Mayfield. And he whips that one incomplete there.
Well, he's been targeted quite a bit on this drive, and finally I think the guys on the defensive side, they said no more. They slapped the double coverage on him, made it very tough for him to get the ball.
180! Hey, alert! What's that?
Mayfield with it once more. And he hauls it in the end zone. Touchdown, San Francisco. Dante Thornton from 13 yards out. And the 49ers put the Knights' first points on the board as they take the early lead. Point after, right down the middle. After one, 7-0 on EA Sports.
49ers nothing.
The 49ers with the football here to begin the second quarter, as they've got it as we resume action. The 49ers ready to kick it away, and here we go. Well, a dangerous return man showing it here. Solid return, pretty good field position. They'll start at the 32. The San Francisco offense ready to start their next drive.
Charles, we know that this offense is aggressive. We saw that last drive. Rifles one, and that's going to be intercepted.
Picked up by Jesse Bates. And into the end zone. A pick six for the 49er D as they score the touchdown. Extra point right down the middle. And it's now 14-0.
14. 49ers nothing.
So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick six. And now the kick is away. Well, now how about this return? Still going past the 30. And he will score. Touchdown, 49ers. They were already down 2 scores early. They needed something to try to stem that tide, and that certainly qualifies. A big play to get him in the end zone.
It qualifies indeed because, let's face it, they don't get something done on this drive, turn it back over, this game could be 88 and out the gate early.
What? 88 and out the gate?
Yeah.
What's that?
Well, listen, I used to hear my old man talk about it. Usually meant that thing's done.
Well, now that they got the touchdown, it's not 88 out the gate. We still got a good game going ahead of us. So now the other return teams out there as they'll try to duplicate what they just saw. And he'll be out of bounds here just past the 20-yard line.
The Niners take over 1st and 10 at their own 21-yard line.
The 49er offense set to get this drive underway.
For this offense, Charles, remember the last time they were out here, marched it nearly the full length of the football field, and a lot of the attack went through the air, so now they're seeing if they can duplicate that performance.
Okay, if I show my age a little bit, partner, because I can hear my high school coach, John Ford. I can hear his voice in my head. Laddie, when you put the ball in the air, 3 things things can happen, and two of them are bad. For the way the game's being played now, this is just part of what they do, so I don't think they should change anything at all. They've been dominant. Keep throwing it around.
We've hit the 2-minute mark in the second quarter, 14-7. From the 32 now, here's 1st and 10.
Set. 180. Hey, alert 33. What's up?
Mayfield now. And that's going to be incomplete. Too tough to hold on to that one. It's 2nd down.
As his old brain remembers, when I see 5 wide receivers on the field as a defender, I know the ball's coming out hot. They expected it and got there and popped it free.
Now a give left side. It's Dickerson. Yeah, he'll be out of bounds after getting this one across the 40. 9 yards, not quite enough, and they'll be left now with 3rd and 1. So they just need 1 yard here to pick up the 1st down. And now the 49ers signal for a timeout defensively. It's just their first, so they'll have 2 remaining here before we get to halftime. 3rd down and 1. To throw, Mayfield. That is caught. And this will move the chains again as the tackle's going to be made at the 49ers 39. So much for the run on 3rd and 1. Instead, it's a big chunk in the pass game. 1st down. And Mayfield just getting the play off. And this one is incomplete.
It sort of looks like they stopped some fight in them on this series because it seemed like things were headed for the red zone. But this defense gets 2 more stops. They can keep them out of that area.
Here's Mayfield. And this will be well too low for him to bring in. It's incomplete.
Well, it looked like a march to the end zone is hit a momentary roadblock with that incompletion. No need to panic. They just got to come up with a high percentage play call and see if they can get their offense back on track.
Run. Up. What's that?
Quick throw, and Mayfield completes it. And he is stopped just short on 3rd down. Got 9 yards, but needed 10. It's a 47-yard field goal try from here, but instead they're going to opt to go for it on 4th down. Work in the middle of the field, and he's got a man complete. And the drive stays in motion with a nice 8-yard pickup on 4th.
1st and 10 at the 20.
From the shotgun, it's Mayfield. This is caught. Touchdown! Dante Thornton with his 2nd touchdown here in this 1st half. And the Niners will extend their lead in the final minute of the half. Extra point splits the uprights, and it's now 21-7. He's to midfield. He's to the 15, 10, 5. Touchdown, 49ers. A 93-yard kickoff return. And the 49ers get a late score here in the final minute of the 1st half. The extra point by McLaughlin is up and good. And they're back within a touchdown at 21-14. Midfield, so a solid return to the 50. Good starting field position for the 49ers as they have it 1st and 10 right at the 50-yard line.
Run. Up.
Mayfield now from the 50. He's going to float this one deep right side. And this is caught inside the 5. And across the chalk into the end zone. It's a 40. touchdown. Dante Thornton as the first half is winding down. And the Niners will extend their lead here just before halftime. So not much time to speak of remaining in this first half as the kick's away. And able to break this out all the way to the 38-yard line. Great return. The San Francisco offense ready to start their next drive. And with 8 seconds on the clock, really not a lot of time to try to put anything together. He's going to loft one, deep left side here. Oh, right on the heels of the pick six, another ball intercepted. That's historic former Raider Hall of Famer Ted Hendricks. And he will be brought down on what will be the final play of this first half. So 2 quarters down, 2 remain. Charles and I return after the break. It's the 49ers out in front, and they will get the football first as well as we are back and started in the second half. Looking up at the lights, and he muffs it. And this one fielded in the end zone. It will be returned, so it'll come out to the 30. Looking to put a drive together. Play action now. Here's Mayfield. He'll be out of bounds after getting this one across the 40. They'll get 8 on the scramble there. It'll be second and a couple.
8 yards on the pickup. Brings up second and 2.
Going to give it up the middle. Here's Dickerson. And he'll go down right around the 47 this time. They'll get 3 as the drive continues. It's a first down. They'll go right back to the ground with Dickerson. Trying to run inside, but nothing there. Calling no gain on the play, and it'll be second down.
No gain on the play. Second and 10 at the 47-yard line.
Dickerson trying the right side. That'll leave them with a 3rd and 2 coming up. They got 8 yards there.
Well, you certainly have to give a little credit here because they're playing this game now at their pace. This is ball control football, sustained runs, taking their time, and making it work.
And he is going to have a 49ers first down as this defense unable to hold. It's a 7-yard gain there on 3rd and 2.
First and 10 at the 38-yard line.
Dickerson on the handoff. And this will go as a gain of 7 as he gets it to the 30-yard line. Decided to hand it off that time on the run pass option.
Appeared to be an easy decision. Just gave it inside. Nice steady gain.
180.
And as they come to the line, they will not be able to get off another play as time has run out on this 3rd quarter. You are watching Madden Ultimate Team on EA Sports. Ball on the 30 now. Here's second and a couple. They'll run now with Dickerson. And it'll be a little shy of the 25 here at the 26-yard line. 4 yards the pickup, first down.
49er first down. First and 10 at the 26-yard line.
180.
Here's Eric Dickerson. And not a whole lot of room to operate there on the first down run. He gets maybe 3.
He was taken down at the 22-yard line. 4 yards.
2 minutes left to play in this football game here on EA Sports. Now a 2nd and 6. A carry for Dickerson. Call it a gain of 5 there on the run, but they'll remain a yard or 2 short here with 3rd down coming up.
I like it. I like the call. Still an opportunity to run the football and chew up a little more time off the clock.
On 3rd down, they go to Dickerson. And he will have the first down before he's tackled at the 12.
54 yards rushing for him now on what was his 10th carry of the ball game.
As I take a look at the clock, I realize that this drive has eaten up a good portion of the fourth quarter already. Gotta tell you, partner, when you're trying to salt away a game, this is exactly what it's supposed to look like.
5 points of contact necessary at this stage as they'll run on first down. And able to get him inside the 5 here, just inside the 5 to about the 4. So they come up on second down, and they can get another run like we just saw. Would likely put an end to this thing.
180! What's up?
Running it with Dickerson. And he's stopped after a gain of 1. Not enough. Still a yard to go on third down.
Brings up third
Alert, alert! Alert, alert! Hey, alert 33!
On third down, they're going to run for it here. And he takes it in for the score on the game's final play. So it doesn't affect the outcome, but a little whipped cream on top to their ending.
Or as our friends in Bayou Country would say, that's a little lagniappe, a little extra on top.
So the victory here for San Francisco, and it was their defense that really made the statement after the break. They pitched the second half shutout.
Yeah, think about the team that just got vanquished. They did score in the second quarter. Do you think they thought at all that that would be their last points of the game?
No, but what a second half. The adjustment, whatever they did in the locker room, it certainly worked.
It certainly did, and you're exactly right. Whether it was an adjustment, whether it was just more focus on what they planned to do going in, whether they just played better, whatever it was, it all came together in the second half, and no points were allowed. That's a great way to close them out.
Thanks for tuning in, everybody. Alongside Charles Davis, we thank our entire crew. I'm Brandon Gaudin. This is the NFL on EA Sports.
Damn, I miss you, Chester. Sending love from a bass compressor. Ground control with a soul like Bowie, and I'll chop you up if I'm under pressure. I don't really want to brag. I'm just telling that I'm leaving with a bag. High five to the scarred and the strange. From the outlaw that'll never get tamed. Biscuit beats from the pirate band. Sign this deal with a lobster hand. Freestyle like a bowling pin. Flex these bars on a dolphin fin. Life's too short, but I can't complain. Doing backflips on a candy cane. Ride my scooter with a cape at night. And I'ma high five me a traffic light. I blink twice, then I teleport. Got kicked out of the Trump resort.
EA Sports coverage of the National Football League brings us to Northern California and Levi's Stadium in the South Bay in Santa Clara, California. So good to have you here with us. Mike Tirico, Greg Olson getting set for kickoff here. Greg, no matter how many ways we look at this game, it always comes down to one stat, doesn't it? How you taking care of the ball.
Yeah, it's just so crazy, Mike, that every single week, no matter how complex these matchups get, how many factors there are to determining who wins and who loses any game in the NFL, at the top of the list, the most important metric that everybody studies, can you protect the ball on offense, and can you take it away on defense? And I don't think today's matchup is any different. Can you be aggressive and take care of the ball? And on defense, if you get your opportunity to take it away and give it back to your offense, you've got to make the play.
From the 25, they'll go to work. 1st and 10. He's got room to run right at the start. And he's out of bounds inside the 30. A huge play right off the bat. 47 yards.
First and 10 at the 28-yard line.
Point it right, point it right, point it right. Watch out!
On 1st down is Mayfield. Flush to his right. Intercepted on the second play of the game. And the Niners are going to get possession here as they force the opening drive turnover.
So anytime a team suffers an early setback like that interception, human instinct says, Mike, we need to get away from our game plan. We need to adjust. I don't think that's the case. There's a lot of game left, a lot of chances to avenge that play and still connect downfield on some of these passes. All proven, though, Mike. They've got to identify what went wrong. Let's correct it so we're able to move forward.
We'll try again. It's 2nd and 10.
Lightning, 18! Warrior 70!
Cup in motion. From down near his goal line, he'll look to throw. That's caught! He gets free. And he will take this one in. 96 yards. Touchdown. The end zone for a touchdown.
It is, Mike. In this case, most teams are saying, let's just pick up a first down. At the very least, give our punter some room out of the end zone. But not this guy. He's thinking taking it to distance, and that's exactly what he was able to do.
And he will take it in and tack on the 2 points to make it 8-0. So now, after the touchdown, out is Aubrey to kick this one away. Now, here comes a return from the 9. He's across the 20, taken down just shy of the 25.
They'll take over 1st down and 10 at their own 24-yard line.
On 1st and 10, here's Baker. Pressure gets there, and down he goes.
They just have to be better on 1st down. They've got to find a way to continue to operate ahead of the sticks, and I don't mind throwing it on 1st down. That is the best down in football to attempt to pass, but if they don't protect the passer, none of it's going to matter.
Throwing on 2nd down, Mayfield. He'll spot before Longhorn. Gunnar Helm. And they're going to get this all the way up close to the 40-yard line. A pickup there of 28 yards.
Having a tight end that can contribute in the passing game, Mike, I mean, it just seems like it's become more and more common throughout the entire league. And not only do you have to be reliable, but you have to be athletic enough after the catch to take advantage.
Into space. An electrifying run, bringing it all the way inside the 15-yard line. Down at the 12. It's 1st and 10.
That's another 1st down. It's a gain of 48 yards. Result is a 1st down.
This one batted away. It's incomplete. Good hands there in the end zone. And that'll bring up 2nd down. From the gun, it's Mayfield. That one to the sideline and incomplete, and a penalty flag now comes in late. Maybe no receiver in the area on that one. The task now, a really tough one. 3rd and very long. Out of the shotgun, Mayfield. That's over the middle and intercepted. That's the safety, Jesse Bates. And the Niners will get the ball at their own 17-yard line.
Every once in a while, Mike, you see a quarterback predetermined before the snap where they're going to go with the ball, and I think that was the case here. He told himself, I'm throwing the ball to him no matter what, and it ends up being a costly mistake.
A quick throw on the RPO is complete. They'll get about 4 here as he is taken down.
It's now 2nd and 6 at
21. Here's 2nd and 6. He'll drop to throw. Got it open downfield on the crossing route. And he is taken down. A big gain on that one. Great way for them to end this opening quarter. 1 quarter in the books. The Niners have the early advantage. And we're back in the Bay Area after this. It's the 49ers with the football to start quarter number 2 as they've got it with 1st and 10.
Get it! 19 Tiger, 19 Tiger. 19 tight, 19 tight.
They'll look to throw. And he's caught downfield by Kupp. And he's in. Cooper Kupp, touchdown, 49ers. He's got another one. His 2nd touchdown of the evening.
Well, on one sideline, you're ecstatic. You couldn't have dreamed up a better start. 2 drives, 2 long touchdowns. But then across the field, they've got to answer some hard questions. They've got to figure out exactly what they're doing wrong defensively. Because if there's one thing in the NFL, you cannot give up big plays, and you especially can't give up big plays for touchdowns.
So now, after the touchdown, out is Aubrey to kick this one away. And now flags come in. This kickoff goes out of bounds. Special teams with a mistake on the kickoff. They'll come up 1st and 10 at the 40. Throwing is Baker. Oh, the pressure, too much, and he goes down.
This has been a first half to forget on their offensive side of the ball. It just seems like it's been a snowball effect. Bad plays are leading to even worse plays, and that sack being the largest setback in the game, that's been full of them.
2nd down throw for Mayfield. He'll get this complete to Cooper Kupp. And that's a good gain there. It's going to wind up just a couple of yards shy of that 1st down. 3rd and 2. Here we go. It's complete. He's got Kupp. 15-yard pickup there. And that will be a 1st down.
A gain of 15. And a 1st down.
Mayfield. He's going to look deep. Going to Kupp. And he's very close to a touchdown. They mark him just shy of the goal line. It is a big play on 1st down. 36 yards. What an important sequence this is. Trying to get one of those scores back before half. To the goal line and in. Eric Dickerson for the touchdown. Cam Little comes on now for the extra point. He's got it. And the visitors are back within 1 score. It is an 8-point game. Little now following the touchdown. Out to kick this one away. And he will sit on it here in the end zone for a touchback.
At their own 35-yard line.
Break. 60 Eagles, 60 Eagles. Ready? 70 Timberwolves. 19 Tiger, 19 Tiger. Buffalo 18. 18 Card Warriors 70.
They'll come out throwing here to start the drive. That one incomplete. The defender right there to make the play. And it's 2nd down.
Leads to 2nd and 10 at the 35-yard line.
19 Lions. Panther trap 60, trap 60.
Kupp in motion.
Ready?
Back to the air again on 2nd and 10. He'll swing this one out wide to his running back. He's going to be out of bounds. Gain of just a couple, and now we've got third down coming up.
It's 3rd and 7.
Next, 60 Bison, 60 Bison. 7 Pirates, 7 Pirates. 19, 79, Mustang 19.
Back to throw. And that is incomplete.
Great pass rushers live for third down, especially when they know the offense has to be one-dimensional. And this is a great example here, Mike. They can just pin their ears back and go. They know there is no threat for run. It is a must-pass situation, and for this offense, they're lucky it didn't result in a sack.
18, Pioneer.
They do indeed snap it as they'll try and throw. That is hard down the field. He's got it. No touchdown, but they are close. Going to be 1st and goal. They've got it at the 3. From their own territory. What a play on 4th down. 59 yards. They'll try to run this one in. And he'll go down back at the 4-yard line. From a little further back, here's 2nd and goal. They'll go with him again. And he won't quite get in. Down to the 1, setting up 3rd and goal.
Short of the goal line. A gain of 3 yards. It's now 3rd and goal.
Here's a designed run. And he will take it in himself. Brock Griffin III. Touchdown, San Francisco. Now Aubrey for the extra point. He's got it. And the 49ers add on one more as they extend their 2nd quarter lead. Still a little time. Final minute of this first half. We'll see if they can do anything with this kickoff that is coming their way. On the return is Dante Thornton. He'll work his way across the 25-yard line. Mayfield to throw on 1st and 10. He'll go underneath here. The running back out of the backfield. And he'll be taken down all the way up past the 45.
It's a gain of 21 yards. Complete to Eric Dickerson. A gain of 21 yards. Results in a 1st down.
Mayfield to throw it here on 1st down. Looking for his tight end on the corner route. He's got it. It's a gain of 16, and it's 2 nice plays to begin this drive. Now a 1st and 10 from the 38-yard line.
16 yards. Result is a 1st down.
Baker to throw. He'll let this go deep for the end zone. This one batted away. It's incomplete. Good hands there in the end zone. And that'll bring up 2nd down.
You know, it's hard to speculate, Mike. We sit up here and we try to just interpret and assume what's going on in the minds of the players and the minds of the coaches, but they seem to me to be a little bit rattled. All these negative plays have really started to pile up in the first half. He's got to settle down, have some more efficiency on these early downs, and get his offense into some sort of rhythm.
Cooper Kupp was the intended receiver. And it's going to bring up a 3rd down. Cam Little for this field goal attempt. Little's kick is good. And the visitors are able to put up 3 and cut into the lead. Pretty interesting first half. We'll see if any strategy changes for the next 30 minutes or more as this second half gets underway. And we'll see a return here from his own end zone. And he will only be able to muster the 20-yard line on that return.
20-yard line.
Right away, they'll set up to throw. Throw right side, home in by Cup. A great connection there. They're going to bring it down inside the 35-yard line. A big one there to start the second half. 47 yards. Working from the shotgun. He'll hand this one off. And he'll get 2 on this one before being taken down.
A gain of 2 brings up second and 8.
From the 32-yard line now, here's second and 8. He'll get this out to the left flat.
Really well done here by the defense, Mike, executing this zone defense, and they've got to be able to pattern read. You're not just going to drop back to a spot and just play like a robot. Based on what the receivers do off the line, the defenders have different rules of where their zones move to. Well, they had that one dialed in right from the jump, and they were able to stop that play really before it got started.
And he's going to be out of bounds with a gain of 7. That'll be enough for a first down.
And what really stands out about this drive is the ability of the quarterback to really spread the ball around to multiple targets and put so much pressure on the defense, deciding who do they want to account for, because no matter who they try to take away, the quarterback's doing a nice job of finding the open man.
Going back in the backfield. He'll get the carry here. And he'll be stacked up at the line of scrimmage.
When you look throughout this game, Mike, I don't think there's even debate. This defensive line has clearly won the battle at the line of scrimmage over this offensive line. And for an offense that wants the run game to be such a critical element to its plan, they've got to do a better job because there's nowhere to run. There's no holes for the back to find. And all these 0 or negative runs are putting them in some really bad spots.
That is brought in at the 10. And they're going to get this all the way down inside the 5. That is a gain of 20. What a chance now. First and goal coming up. Ball sitting on the 3. It is first down and goal. Here's a run. And he's going to go backwards, taken down at the 6.
A loss of 3 brings up second and goal at the 6-yard line.
So these two teams take the long walk to the opposite end of the stadium. We've come to the end of the third quarter. This is Madden Ultimate Team on EA Sports. Here's another shot from the 6 at second and goal. Now this is going to be a design run. They let him keep it to the pylon.